run what they're trying to do. We're trying to move up.
Okay, next question. This is for Rodney and Andre, and then I want everybody else to feed on it. When you both still walk, how do you feel? How do you feel when people say that you guys should not be walking and you should not be walking against the young kids?
You want to start? You want me to start?
When I started walking ball, I was walking against the old generation. And for me to get established, respected, and earn what I did, I had to keep walking against the people that were before me. So I feel like once you give them a chance to get where they need to be, they need to walk against the best. You need to walk against people who are out there, who are respected for the category. And that was sometimes, I think, when they know we're walking, when they know that we're walking.
Man!
When they know that we're walking the ball, it makes them realize they have to step their game up a little bit more. Or come more creative, or be more, because they're going to say, oh, bitch, why are they walking?
But do you believe that you could sometimes have someone build a name off of winning over you?
We built our name by winning over people. So it's a circle. It's a cycle.
But do you think it was different back then because, one, it was less balls, more talent, and it's not something that happened all the time? You understand what I'm saying? The ball didn't happen every week or everywhere.
But when I came out, if it was the ball somewhere, because I knew James was going to be in this city, so I went to James. I knew James was going to be in this city, I wanted him. I knew just like that's how I became Rodney, because I wanted to battle the best. You know, and they had the names, they were the realness masters, so I wanted to see everybody. I wanted to Roy, I wanted to Jahad. I go to California, I got to go here, and then, you know, now, I'm here.
You ready for the drum? The bottom line is, bitch, grow the fuck up. This is a competition, bitch. If you can't battle, sit your pussy down and don't go. Why are you mad because I'm walking, bitch? At the end of the day, if I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win. If I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose. Get the fuck over it. It don't have nothing to do with legend, statement, star, icon. At the end of the day, bitch, no shade, just like you said. Being an icon, that's a lot of weight. You lose, they want to throw that all in your face and all the rest of that. If you win, or you only won because you are an icon. So either way, you getting something out of it. Like,
do you think it should be a time when somebody should just sit down?
If you can't do your shit no more, sit the fuck down, bitch. Sit down. Half of y'all icons sit down, bitch. And that's the problem. Since they can't walk, they don't want me to walk.
So,
so
do you think it's appropriate? Okay, so do you think it's appropriate? Okay, do you think it's appropriate when you see somebody like Sanaya out there? Let's say she was to get out there with LaDonna.
Who's LaDonna?
Who? She was a MIZRAHI.
Who's LaDonna?
Sanaya wouldn't get out there with her.
No, I'm saying that. Okay, but a young girl, period.
Sanaya wouldn't get out there.
The only way Sanaya would go if Sanaya was first, and then you have a young girl that wanted to come battle her, then that's the difference. But if Sanaya seems
and then it's
like
still gotta be $1,000.
No. Let me tell you, a lot of people got smart when they realized that. I felt like Stewart, if it wasn't for Stewart, a lot of people right now in Atlanta who had status would have never had it. I went down there as the first commentator and supported those girls, but Stewart came in and gave people status. Then what happened was, a person like Stewart becomes irrelevant because he already established people who now feel that they're on his level, right?
Right.
So now with the icons walking these categories, a lot of icons got smart. They realized that their status was getting fed to people by their girlfriends.
I totally agree with you.
They were letting people, so a girl like Sanaya realized that, listen, I know for a fact that this bitch don't want me on a fair ground. Why am I going to let somebody like her girlfriends let her feel fab over me? Andre is a person who lives for the spirit, and Rodney now, live for the spirit of competition. Andre is a win, lose, or draw person. If he gets out there and he wins, great. Even last night, for example, you know, he vogued like an icon and legendary performance should. Angel, who is a legendary performer and I love, Andre was fed to Angel last night because she had the majority of girlfriends on the panel. Not because her performance was exemplary. It's only because she had more people on the panel that loved her and they just saw her performance. So this is what's happening. So until we put everybody on a pure playing field,
look at me.
People should walk. What you, man? It is so true.
That just said down, bitch.
In some cases, you have somebody who's not performing. There's some days if he goes up against a Vogue Femme and the girl completely wiped him. I thought last night his performance was precise. It was clean. He was not pressed about who he was voguing against. She did her best, but she stumbled all over the place. but he was on his mark, and not because he's in my house. Is that this is what we have to do? We have to be real and admit when somebody deserves it and when somebody doesn't.
I think nobody, if they're not vote fifth, can't win no more. That's what I feel.
Can I be real with you?
Vote fifth, you can't win. I think everything's about vote fifth. Period. Everything. That's what I think.
You win, lose, or draw. You move on. And we go to the next one.
I thought had you actually thrown in a little bit.
Do you?
But that's not him. He should not conform.
I mean, but I was really what it really was though. I was really out of
No, just give a show. That's what you're looking for. But you have experience to look for what you
Well, no, not necessarily me, but what about think about when you have somebody, right? When you have somebody walking runway and you have an old school judges panel up there, they want you to walk straight up and down.
Yeah.
When you have new school judges up there, so you have to kind of balance.
Because the new school girls are conditioned on tricks.
Yeah.
Like runway or is it Model's effect? Tell me, right? You know the difference between the two. Do you know the difference between the two? Runway and Model's effect. Now we're looking at bush queens walking in skirts.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know the difference because it's the new generation.
Like the oldest, so they need to be taught.
But how do I say it? I guess we blame.
But as the category,
I don't even think it's nothing to blame. I think basically 80% of each category when it comes to voguing is open to all Vogue Femme. You barely see old way. If you do, it's by itself. You never see new way nowhere. You get it? And if you really think about my performance, I'm some of everything, bitch. I'm Vogue Femme, I'm new way, I'm old way. So when it comes to Vogue Femme, it's so stuck in your... Yeah, that was 100 years ago.
But Tony turned true. Tony Rebel, remember the fathers was voting
They had
for
fathers
everything
years ago, like
Philly.
over 15 years
You never wanted to walk because you were father evidence.
Okay.
Why do you, when you have your balls, why do you have open to all performers?
I don't think one person can't do it. I think that's more of a ballroom thing.
You are a...
I always have open to all performers.
I know, but
always.
But having it
I
separated...
only open it because I feel that anybody should have the opportunity to win, but at the same time, I don't think it's fair no more because everything is Vogue Femme now.
So
everything is a twirl and a spin.
So why not have
we never twirled in our day,
So why not have
bitch.
New Way for $1,000?
Huh?
Why not have New Way for $1,000?
Because but I don't think it's fair. I want everybody to get a chance. I just want the judges to
At the end of the day,
you don't have to be
performance is
performance.
performance. You have to give us a show.
Yeah. I just think everybody's stuck on Vogue Femme. If you ain't twirling, if you ain't duck walking, it's not all about that. It ain't about elements because that's not performance. That's only for Vogue Femme. But it's stuck in everybody's head. Oh, if you ain't twirling or dipping or spinning, if you ain't winning. You know what I mean? And that's what I think it is. And it ain't nobody's fault. I think that's because that's all you see now.
Okay.
For the last 2 years.
Next question. Dating in the ballroom scene.
Dating in the ballroom?
Should you date within your house, and should there be certain parameters about you dating in regards to, should fathers date their kids? Should they date children younger than them, 10, 15 years younger than them? Is it appropriate?
I'm going to start with that because I date someone 10 and 15 years younger than me. I've dated MIZRAHIs. I've dated people in the ballroom scene. Bottom line is, regardless whoever you date, if your relationship is fine and you don't let these fags in the middle of your relationship, you will be alright. I don't think it have anything to do with ballroom. It don't have anything to do with anything. Make sure your relationship stays off any fucking Facebook and all the rest of that shit, and you deal with your shit personally.
Well, why you always turning me down?
No, I think I think as long as it's consensual, it should be something that both parties agree to, that the person that is trying to date the older person or the house mother or the house parent is not doing it because they feel that they're forced and they're back in the wall. Yeah. That if the advance is made on them, that they won't be called out or they won't be in the house or they won't be a child anymore. So I think it should be consensual. Because at the end of the day, we're always putting this stigmatism on us in here, but then when you look at the global scope of sexual activity in the gay scene, like there's other groups that are just much more prevalent in what they do and how they engage than we are. But I think when you're starting to force people to have you because of who you are and what you can do for them, that's where the problem is. And let's not forget the tricks out there. At the end of the day, there's a lot of tricks vying for the same attention that you are in the same community. And at the end of the day, if they're paying $3,000 to lay up with somebody, hey,
hooray for you.
I'll spend that money on something else.
Because I heard a lot of commentators do the same thing.
What do they do? Pay for days?
Shake the body.
Shake the body.
That's what they do.
I mean, if that's what the girls do,
I mean, whatever you do is
like the girl shakes their purses and their social security checks. The girls are shaking everything now for me.
Yeah, they really are.
I'm saying.
But I do feel like there's a lot of legends and icons.
Jay, shut up. Jay said, SSI check and got a cute date, bitch. How you get?
That's my check.
I can't take that.
Might get 75% of that
She
shit.
said, bitch, get an SSI check. She got a cute date, bitch. How you get?
Okay.
Living there sleeping.